Thinking about launching a podcast but overwhelmed by all the moving parts? At Turnkey Podcast Productions, we take the hassle out of podcasting so you can focus on the talk, not the tech. From concept to launch, guest booking to post-production, we handle everything. Need a strategy to grow your show and turn guests into clients? Yep, we do that too. DIY or done for you, we've got the solution that fits. Whether you're just getting started or ready to scale, Turnkey is your behind-the-scenes podcast team. Turnkey Podcast Productions. Your voice, your message, fully produced. Learn more at turnkeypodcast.com/contact. That's turnkeypodcast.com/contact.
You know, she turned the nice guys on business into newts. Well, they got better.
Keep in mind that my mom is 92. When he asked me to sign this disclosure and authorization so that he could do some investing in cryptocurrency for my mom.
What the fuck?
I called him and I said, Barry.
That's a negative ghostwriter.
He's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. What it needs is the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Nope, wrong. Nobody needs that show. Nobody needs it. Nobody even wants it. People choke it down. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Why not? Where's my audio here?
I mean, I think that that beer is mostly water, isn't it?
It is. It's mostly, especially the beer that you drink, which is what? Michelob Ultra?
Well, I do drink Modelo also, which I think is just the Mexican version of Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, it's a little better. It has a little more flavor, not much, but yeah.
Well, I went to the doctor yesterday and I got three things that she said that I need to make sure that I have more in my diet. One of them is omega-3 fatty acids. I had an omega watch at one point, but I've never owned three of them. Calcium, magnesium. I'm not really sure what that is, but they taste like sweet tarts. So I'll eat plenty of them. And hydrate. So I didn't drink a lot of water today. So I was going to excuse myself and go grab a beer, but I'll wait just a little bit.
Got it. So now I'm curious because I've heard, that omega-3 fatty acids are good, especially for us, older guys. How did she determine that you're not ingesting enough of this?
I think something to do with my my lower back bones. I don't know.
Okay.
Something to do with my I'm not flexible enough. I have no flexibility. I don't know what that has to do. She said something about cells and then my brain just shut down after that.
Yeah.
She said something about soft walls on my cells and I really didn't follow it beyond that. I'm like, oh, I guess I need harder cell walls or softer cell walls. I need cells. I need more cells.
And then the omega-3 fat, that's like fish and shit, right? You should eat more fish.
Yeah. So I'm eating a lot of fish and chips right now, especially the chips.
Mm-hmm.
I did have 4 bags of Buc-ee's nuggets, beaver nuggets. I'm down to my last one. And I got to tell you, the first 3 were A+. This one's more like a B+. It's
Oh, really? Which one is it that's just a B+?
Right now I'm having the caramel corn that has like a peanut butter dusting on it.
Oh yeah, it's too much, right?
Too many flavors.
It's like it's sweet,
right?
It's caramel, and then why do you need peanut butter on top of that? And then your fingers get all peanut buttery. Dude, I'm so with you. I remember
is so funny. I'm glad you said that.
And I tried it, and I was like, no, it's one too much. It's just one layer too damn much. I agree.
Right. They did definitely turn that up to 12 and I think
right.
11.
It's like they took the caramel ones and they're like, okay, what else can we do to this? They probably tried dipping it in hot sauce and they're like, no, this is no good. And then they probably tried pouring some salt and pepper on it and they're like, no. And then somebody said peanut butter, and they were like, okay, sure, what the hell? Why not? Somebody will buy it.
So the cheesy one and the one that's the caramel covered one, that those were two of my favorites. Now I'm assuming they have like 100 different varieties of these, or were there only a few flavors of these?
I think there are at least 2 or 3 more that I didn't get you, but they all are kind of variations on the theme. Yeah.
Well, the caramel one with oh, just so good. The maple syrup and caramel. Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the maple syrup. It's so fucking sweet. So
Yeah.
Tim, I think it was Tim that sent us the article about Buc-ee's and how it's addictive and shit.
Right. 5 reasons why Buc-ee's is addictive.
It's 100% true. So partly for me with my Tesla, right? Buc-ee's, they, most Buc-ee's, like the big size Buc-ee's, they've got 50 to 100 gas pumps. I mean, literally 100 fucking gas pumps.
Right.
But they also have 20 to 40 electric chargers.
Okay.
Like they're all lined around the outside of the parking lot. So for me, it's easy to say, look, if I'm going to be charging, right, I have a choice of either
going to Buc-ee's.
Right. And well, the other thing with Buc-ee's is they're all they specifically right on the highway. Right. So it's not like, a mile off. It's right on the highway. And most of them are strategically placed in between large cities, right? So they're not like in the city. So if I've got a charge on my way somewhere, I'll be driving to Houston, right? Or Dallas or something where it's a couple of hours and I've got a charge on the way. So if I've got a choice of stopping at a charger that is at a shopping center that's a mile off the highway that maybe has a grocery store, am I going to stop there after driving 5 minutes off the highway? Or am I going to go to Buc-ee's? Well, I'm going to fucking go to Buc-ee's, right? And the other thing is a lot of the regular chargers, like the more rural chargers, you'll have 5 or 8 or maybe 10 chargers. And a lot of times they may be full, or a lot of them may be full. I've never been to a Buc-ee's where all the chargers were full because they got so fucking many of them, right? So that's the first thing. And it's like, well, I'm here. I need to wait around for 30 minutes while I charge. I might as well walk into Buc-ee's,
might as well
buy some shit, get a snack. And then by the time I come back to my car, I'm all charged up and I can go. So it's completely addictive. And as soon as you open the door, you smell the goddamn brisket.
that was one of the things that it said. Why is Buc-ee's addictive? Because of the smell, and then because of the clean bathrooms and the easy bathrooms, because it's got 100 pumps, because of all of the merch that they have in there. It's like it's got a cult following, I believe.
It totally does. And did you ever drive south on 95 to Florida and see the south of the border signs?
Yeah, south of the border. You just can't wait to get the fucking south of the border.
Right. They have billboards like only 50 miles to south of the border.
Pedro says.
Buc-ee's does the same thing. Buc-ee's has like billboards 30 miles out. They're like, don't miss it. Buc-ee's is in 30 miles. So they make it an event. And even if I didn't have an electric car, if I've got to pump gas and I have a choice of stopping at some generic truck stop that I know nothing about versus going to a Buc-ee's where I know it's going to be clean restaurants and it's going to be great food and I can get all kinds of merch and shit and fresh barbecue if I want. I mean, really, it's a fucking cult. It's pretty good.
Speaking of barbecue, right now I am 5 hours into my smoke that I'm doing. I'm smoking a pork butt right now. It's 5 hours in. I am at 191 degrees right now. So if it does hit 196 before the end of our hour and a half, whatever it is that we're going to go, I might have to excuse myself for 5 minutes just to pull the pork off of the smoker.
That's your target temp, 196.
I like to pull it off at 196 because it usually climbs. It creeps.
Of course.
It usually creeps about 7 to 10 degrees by the time I pull it off. Because what I do is then I take it off of the smoker. It's wrapped right now. So it spent 4 hours unwrapped. It's got a nice bark on it right now. I sprayed it with some apple cider vinegar to keep it nice and crispy. And I wrapped it, and it's been wrapped for the last, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe. And when I go to pull it off, I wrap it in a towel and I put that inside a cooler so that it cooks a little bit longer. in its own self.
Damn. Okay, so I have not. Have you done a brisket yet?
I've done one brisket.
Okay, and how did it turn out? Because what I've heard is brisket. It's like it's finicky, picky. You got to be careful, and because you cook it for a long damn time, right?
Yeah, you could spend 10 hours, 12 hours on a brisket. The challenge with the brisket is
Mhm.
this period of time called the stall. I don't know if
Okay,
you're familiar with that,
right,
but
right, where it's kind of sitting,
it
right?
it
Temperature
doesn't
wise.
get it, yeah, no matter what temperature you have it at 250, the I don't know the reason for the stall, but it stalls at a temperature, let's just say 185 degrees.
Hmm.
And there's a tendency to want to turn the smoker up
Okay.
or do something different with it. Just be patient. It'll come out of the stall. The challenge is when in a brisket, unless you have an evenly distributed meat content, you'll have some ends that are going to be thinner and some ends that are going to be thicker, and
Makes sense.
that thin stuff will get dry potentially. So
Mm,
just have to be very aware of the hot spots on your smoker as well.
interesting.
That was
Very
our that
interesting.
was our meat church moment here on
So pork butt, like a brisket is just like a big fucking slab of meat
right,
of beef, right?
right.
And you trim it. So what is pork butt? Is that like the pig version of the same thing? It's just a big hunk
I
of meat.
guess so. It's a big hunk of meat, and it's either the pork butt or the pork shoulder. And
Okay.
it's usually for me, we usually get anywhere between a 4 to 6 pound one. Now you could get a big old honker, 10 pound or 15
Hmm.
pound pork shoulder or pork butt. It's just too much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's too much meat. This will last. This will last probably I don't know 3 or 4 meals,
Hmm.
and I'll snack on it during the day.
Sure. Yeah,
Usually
yeah.
put some barbecue sauce just on a plate, and even if it's cold out of the fridge, just pull it right off the.
Mm.
It's
Well,
so good.
it's funny
So
you
good.
mention it because you see, I've got my I just got a notification about 15 minutes ago before we started that hang on, where is my here grill control? Okay, sexiest Muppet smoker
Oh,
is firing
oh,
up. It's
okay.
lighting up because Vera is cooking. Vera Sally has really been enjoying the smoker. We had smoked salmon last night. I think we're having smoked chicken tonight. And it's fucking brilliant. It's delicious. It's great. I've been using it like crazy. We're going to have another try at baby back ribs this weekend with your recipe, your 222 recipe, I think
Yeah,
it is.
3, 3, 2, 1,
321
three, two,
recipe.
one,
That's it.
three,
Yeah.
two, one. Yeah, man, you're in a good place with the smoker. You're learning about it, and so am I. I learn every time I do. Either the one I think I almost got down 100%
Mhm.
are baby back ribs. They're just the three
Mm.
two one process is just so easy, and 250 degrees now is the right temperature. And I don't even put a probe in them because I just know that it's gonna work
Wow.
every time.
Damn.
With brisket, which I've only done once, and with the pork butt, which I've done a few times, I'll tell you, salsa is fucking awesome. So
Salsa?
making salsa using your smoker,
Oh, yeah.
just
Oh,
get
you were telling me about that.
yeah, a
Yeah.
whole bunch of Roma tomatoes, cut them in half, or whatever kind of tomato you want. Slice them in half, put them up there. Do 5 or 6 jalapeno peppers, onions,
Mm.
garlic just right on the smoker, and then you blend it all together after you're
Mm.
done. It's good.
Hmm.
It's good eats.
What kind of pellets do you use? Because there's like different flavors, right?
Well, right now I have hickory because I haven't tried hickory on the pork butt before.
Hmm.
I've done apple, which has like a little bit of a sweeter flavor. So hickory or mesquite is a little bit more smoky flavor. The harder woods, I think, have a more smoky flavor. The softer woods like apple wood is a sweeter blend.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'm using like a mesquite blend right now, but I also have like some fucking Texas oak blend or some shit. I don't
I
know.
get whatever is on sale at Walmart.
Yeah, yeah. It's just not, it's so crazy. You go to like I go to HEB and you get a fucking big ass, like a 40-pound bag for like $15, right?
Yep.
But then the places like where I bought my grill, they want to sell you like an 8-pound bag for $30 or $40. I'm like, no, I'm not paying fucking five times the price.
Our local grocery store sells a 20-pound bag, which is a pretty traditional size bag, a 20-pound bag for $22. And I can get that same exact wood, not the same brand, but that same exact wood I can get at Walmart for $9. And I'm like, why would I spend 21? Well, I guess it's convenient. I got to drive to the city when I get that.
Yeah, but you can stock up. It's not like it's going to go bad, right?
No, totally right. Totally right. And I put all my my pellets, I take them out of the bag and I just dump them into one of those do you know the big paint containers that you can get? They're plastic. They don't have any paint in them, never did. But the big plastic ones, I think they're like 5 gallons. You can get them at Home Depot or you can get them anywhere, but Harbor Freight, I have a Harbor Freight that's not too far from me. And no, where did I get? No, I got those at Walmart actually. They're like $5, and I just dumped the entire thing in there.
Nice.
One thing you don't want to confuse: never use the pine cat litter in your pellet smoker. Does not smell the same. It's not good, and especially the used shit. You don't want to use the used shit in your smoker.
Welcome back. Welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. This has been smoking with Doug and Strick. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So a couple of things I have on my agenda. I didn't write any topics down, but I think I remember a couple of them pretty fluidly. One, I handled all the voicemails this week. They're all in the folder, and I believe that we have 6 or 7. If I remember,
you are correct. We
have 7 voicemails. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was your foray into rock camp. And if you want to, we can talk about my journey into the world of selling a truck only after having it for 2 months.
Yeah, Doug mentioned to me the other day, you told me that you sold a truck, and I'm like, I thought you loved your trucks. You bought 2 pickups, Ford pickups, and you fixed them up, but I didn't realize that your plan was to actually flip them.
I was just playing around. Well, the one that I have, my 67, I'm not getting rid of that. I don't know that I will ever get rid of that one. Actually, right now it's in getting the air conditioner fixed. Remember we talked about that last week?
Yes.
They discovered a much larger problem than what that guy could ever have discovered. And I'm glad I took it to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Really reliable. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be close to $1,000 to fix it. It's okay though. The problem with it was first of all, it ran out of the refrigerant twice because there is a leak in the system. And this other mechanic could have caused, I think it's called deciduant or descendant. I don't know what it's called. It's the stuff that dries the air before it gets into the works. And anyway, that canister is bad. It's not an expensive part, but it is a lot of labor that goes into it. So it's going to be about 5 hours of them in labor and then the parts. So it's going to be about $1,000, a little bit under that. He guesstimated about $900 and some odd dollars, but he said that'll be on the high side. I just would rather give you the worst case scenario, which I appreciate that about a mechanic. So hopefully after we get this taken care of, I will have an operative air conditioner. Anyway, I'm keeping that one, the 67. The 69, I bought with the idea that I'm going to try to negotiate a great deal up front. And I'm not going to go into dollars and cents on this because I don't want to disclose my entire business model here. But anyway, negotiate a good deal on the buy side and negotiate a good deal as a seller on the sell side, but put a lot of good value into it. So I made a whole bunch of improvements to the truck, and I really do feel like I got the value that I wanted. But I was just kicking around the idea, and I think within 2 hours, somebody called me and bought it.
True,
so
2 hours.
I was not expecting that to happen so fast, but it's a local guy here in Ojai, California. Very excited about the truck. I'm very excited that the truck is staying local, so that if anything needs to be repaired, I'm like, hey, I'm happy to help you make the repairs, or at least be able to walk you through some of this stuff. So
very nice.
Oh, that is good. Very happy that it's in the capable hands of a local here in Ojai, California.
Excellent.
Now I'm on the hunt for another one.
Gotta get another and then flip it. And it's got to be a Ford, right?
Well, I know how to fix the Fords. I probably could take the same skill set and fix a Chevy, but I don't know maybe what the same parts look like or feel like. And I don't kind of like the looks of the Chevy. So
Yeah.
I know it's like we got both kinds, country and Western. It's not just Ford and Chevy, but for me, I really do like the Ford pickup truck. So this next one I'm going to check out on Saturday. I got a shit ton of cash that I can now buy this new vehicle with. If I end up buying, I'm hoping it's an hour and a half away. And thank God for JJ, she's driving me down there.
Nice.
Hour and a half away. Going to check it out, and if I don't buy it, I'll be driving back with JJ an hour and a half back. So I'm hoping, while I love JJ, I'm hoping that I don't have to sit with her on the drive back because I bought another truck.
That's incentive to purchase the truck, I think, right there. Yeah.
We will see. I also don't want to drive her down an hour and a half just to discover that I don't like the
That
truck.
it's a piece of shit, and then you got to listen to her all the way back, going, "I'm so glad we spent 3 hours driving for a truck that's a piece of shit that you didn't want. Thanks."
I'm just doing my due diligence, if it can turn into some cash and it's a fun, me, I love the project. So we'll see what happens here. Anyhow, tell me about Rock Camp. I'm very interested in this. And just so you know, before you start the Rock Camp story, I'm at 194. So I just have a couple of degrees away before I need to make my journey.
2 degrees. You're like staring at your phone.
I am. Well, it's just
196.
It's just on right now. So I'm just a couple of degrees away, but we'll figure that out when we get there.
So Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp is something that, do you remember years ago when they would have baseball fantasy camp?
Of course, that was like you could go to Reggie Jackson or Cal Ripken or Billy Ray. You always get Billy Ripken and the catcher.
My understanding of how the baseball fantasy camp got started was in the spring and the off season. You would get retired players, right, from a certain team, and they would all get together, and you could go like train with them. So like if you could, Pete Rose or Brooks Robinson or Cal Ripken, like if you were a baseball fan and you could they could help your swing or help you throw or just fucking hang out and talk, that would have been really cool, right? I'm not a baseball fan, so it wasn't a big deal to me, but that was how it got started, and it was very popular, I think, in the 70s and 80s.
Right. Yep.
And so this guy decided to do the same thing with rock and roll, and he created this rock and roll fantasy camp. And basically, he would take musicians, budding musicians. It's all different levels of skill, who would want to be, trained how to sing from Roger Daltrey, right? Or, learn how to play guitar from Sammy Hagar, shit like that, right? And the rock camp, the counselors, they'll tell you stories about being in the bands and about touring, and then they also do some, give you tips and tricks and shit like that, and stage presence stuff.
It sounds like it's everything between the stories and the tips, how to play better, and then the actual, I'm sure you do like this recital, whatever it would be called.
You got a concert, right?
A set.
Exactly.
Those are
concert at the end.
That alone. And the camaraderie, the fact that you meet other people that have the same level of interest in you, that's like porn for a rock and roll guy, right?
Well, that's it. And these things they're not that cheap, right? So usually you're going to get older guys that are doing it. And for me personally, I've played 1,500 gigs, right? I'm not going to try to learn something from these guys. I just want to fucking meet them and play with them and hang out and have fun. And I've always kept my eye on it, but I've never really had, for a long time, I didn't really have the finances to do it because it's not cheap, right?
I'm just curious how much is rock and roll camp? I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, you can go up on the website and look it up. It's about $5,000.
Oh, geez. You know what I see? I see a turnkey distribution.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, look, you've got to get really good because look at the content that we are creating from what you are doing right now. There is a write-off in this somewhere along the way.
100%. There's got to be.
Anyway, just wanted to plant that seed.
I appreciate that. So so it's not cheap. And so for years, I really didn't have the finances to do it. Right. And now I'm in a place where it's like, you know what? It's like bucket list stuff for me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And look, do I have $5,000 to burn? No, but it's like I've always wanted to do this, and so I've been kind of keeping an eye on it for the last couple of years. And for me, it's about who's going to be there, right?
Yeah, it's like you don't
Like,
want to necessarily go if it's not saying that you wouldn't appreciate a has been, but at the same time, it's like some no name guy that wrote for some no name artist is not necessarily the one that you want to take get lessons from and hear their stories, even if they have some cool stories.
exactly. Like there's one coming up in a month or 2 months that's Alice Cooper and Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like them. They're fine, but
Yeah.
I'm not like huge fans or anything.
Right. Right.
And they did a couple of years ago, they had one with Roger Daltrey from The Who.
That's
And I'm
cool.
like, that would have been really cool. Didn't quite work out. The Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick does them every once in a while.
Right.
It's just, I haven't felt like the drive yet, the right person. Well, they've got one that's going to be called Rock and Soul Camp coming up in December. And interestingly, it's not guys who are like big major rock stars, but it's guys that are important to me. So the main one that I like, Mark Farner, who was the founder of Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when I was a teenager, I really liked Grand Funk a lot. I like a lot of their stuff. Felix Cavallari from the Rascals.
Nice.
And I'm not a huge Rascals fan, but there's some great fun songs. And he's been in the industry for 40 goddamn years now, right? He's probably got some great stories.
Great stories, right?
And they also have a couple of people. Oh, and I think it's the original bass player from Chicago.
Wow. Okay.
And again, like I don't like a lot of the stuff Chicago's done in the last
like
10
40,
or 20 years.
40 players in Chicago.
Oh God, yeah. 100 guys in Chicago.
Right.
And but they give you a list of songs. It's like, hey, these are the ones that we will be choosing from these songs to do the final concert, right? And it's a bunch of the stuff from the first couple Chicago albums. That's the more rock and roll stuff that's really fun. Plus, they're going to have the drummer and the I think guitar player from Billy Joel's band.
Well, that alone would be enough for me. Like, hey, Clarence Clemens is going to be there.
It's Liberty DeVito from
right.
who's been playing with Billy Joel for 30 plus years.
Wow.
So it's like that was just the right combination of people, and that's happening in December. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So there you go. Now you know.
That's a pretty good reason to do it. I don't think it's unreasonable if you think about how long is it? Is it just a weekend or is it
4 days? So it's like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And
that includes, the other thing is it includes 2 concerts.
Okay.
So Saturday night we play, I don't know all the details yet, but it's like you're playing Saturday night with some of the guys in the band,
right?
Like the counselors, and then Sunday with some of the other ones. So I think the Sunday night concert is with Liberty DeVito on drums and then the guy from Chicago, and they're going to have horn players that are in the camp. So it's going to be with horns and shit. I mean, I'm excited.
Is it that anyone that has a check can go join this, or do you have to have some musical prowess in order to do it?
Interesting that you say that. So there are 2 levels. There's like beginner and intermediate.
Right.
And so you sign up, and as they get a couple of weeks out, they will reach out and do a Zoom call to find out about your experience and maybe hear you play or sing a little bit. So like I signed up to say, hey, I'm intermediate, like I should be in the intermediate group. Well, they're going to do a Zoom call with me to confirm that, yes, I should be in the intermediate so we can put the same level players together. So there may be more of a beginner band and more of an intermediate band. There's
no expert band. There's nobody that says I've been at 1,500 weddings and played this lead guitar.
I get the impression that the intermediate is intermediate/expert. I've got a friend of mine, Brooks Ferret, the drummer who used to be in Primetime. So he has been a couple times, and his wife Trish is a singer. She's also been a couple times. And so, Brooks is obviously an excellent player. He's done hundreds of gigs with me. And so, he's definitely in that category of
Got it.
expert, but he's in the intermediate band because they don't want to intimidate people.
I'm curious if I am an expert at, let's say, playing the jaw harp, for example. Would I be?
I'm quite sure they will cash your check. Yeah,
Right? Could I just
absolutely.
step into the? I don't know how to do anything, but I'd like to come just so it does include your accommodations and meals and everything, or none of that is included?
No, I think they give you lunch every day, but like the rest of the meals in your hotel are like they've got a discount package at a nearby hotel or something. But
So it's
no,
$5,000 that the organizers get. Wow, that's pretty sweet. So I was thinking, oh, it's not so bad. I mean, you go on a cruise or you go on a vacation, and for 4 or 5 days, you could spend $4 or $5,000, but that includes all of your meals and all of your accommodations and everything. That includes none of that. So you'll probably spend another couple $1,000s on everything else.
It's a lot. Well, I don't think I'll spend that much because like it's in the hotel that they recommend. It's like an A loft, right? So, I mean, it's going to be $100, $200 a night. I'm guessing. I haven't looked
I
it
think
up
it
yet.
should be that they bring the tour buses and they charge you. Hey, look, it's $500 to stay in a tour bus, but it's all the groupies that you can handle.
I love it.
That's another category. Do they allow groupies into these things? And I'm curious if that could be. Yeah, you're nodding your head. Yes. Or
It's
what is
funny.
it?
They actually have a roadie package, and I
Uh-huh.
think they have a groupie package too. So the roadie package is they say you get to help set up and tear down,
Right.
which is like, who would fucking pay for that?
God, we've done that for 30 years. Who wants to
Right?
fucking do that?
But I think with the roadie package, you also get to come to the rehearsals. So the roadie package is basically like if you want to meet the rock stars and hear the stories and talk to them and hang out with them, but you don't actually play an instrument,
Right.
you can pay half and you still get to do all that shit, but you're still going to pay a lot of money for that shit.
I like the idea of signing up and having the dealer package. The dealer package is the guy that comes, brings all the drugs
Right.
to everybody. They actually pay you to come to
Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
That would be okay. Let's figure out how Strick and Doug can make money at this. Okay, we're going to sign up for the dealer package. We'll bring all of the drugs that you guys could possibly
I love
want in
I
order
love
to
it.
do that.
You know what? I think they actually have a podcast too. I haven't looked it up. Maybe we'll have to do a
Wow.
barter deal where we produce their podcast and then they
Shit, it
give me a
sounds-
break and
it
don't charge me for
Sounds
my,
good to me. Sounds good to
yeah.
me.
I'll have to look it up. I'll talk to them.
How is Turnkey doing? We're almost done with the month of July. I think we have one day left, or what is today's? Today's the last day of the month. I'm very curious, coming off of our record month in the month of June. You know what? I have not kept track of July. I'm just going to take the foot off of the gas pedal just for a moment.
So are you saying you've only looked at the bank account 3 times a day this month instead of 5?
Just every day as opposed to 5 times a day?
Dude, I just don't keep track of
I don't know.
I mean,
don't know.
I watch it, but
Yeah.
I don't pay that close attention.
Hey, look, we have money in the account and it's the end of the month. And so we're actually
thing.
we're doing good.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now and things are looking pretty good. I
Okay,
can't
that's good. Well,
complain.
hey, look, maybe we work out a little distribution where I got this extra $1,000 I got to spend on this repair for my truck. You have band camp that you want to go to, we should
100%.
maybe think about a distribution in there somewhere along the way.
Dude, that works for me. Although I don't see that our salaries have been taken out this month yet, which is unusual because it's usually like a couple days
I know.
before,
And I'm
making me nervous that we're not going to get paid this month.
We're getting paid tomorrow. You know what? They seem to always come through every month. Those owners of the company, they seem to always write the check to us just at the last minute. Oh God. So I reached out to Emily because Erica had her turn last go round. I reached out to Emily about filling in during that. When is this the rock camp that you're going to that I need to fill in, or is it something else you're going to that I need to fill in?
No, I'm going on a cruise. And it's
Oh.
funny that you mentioned the cruise, right? Like you say,
Yeah.
you were just saying, yeah, you go on a cruise for a week, right?
Right,
And
right.
it pays for everything and it makes sense. You pay $5,000. So
Right.
Sally and I are going on a cruise and we're leaving it's not this Saturday, it's next Saturday. I'll be gone for a week. But what's funny is it's a free cruise.
Whoa.
I'm paying
Wait.
a little.
It's only, I just have to listen to a 90-minute speech.
No, it's not a timeshare. So the last cruise that I was on, I like the casino.
I remember.
A bit, right? And I might have gambled a bit more than normal the last time. Not major bucks, right?
Mhm,
But
mhm.
very much like the casinos in Vegas, when you gamble a bit, they send you offers like, "Hey, have a couple of free nights. We want to bring you back out because we know you
Right.
gamble, right?"
Right.
So after my last cruise, which was, I don't know, October or something, I'm getting this shit from Royal Caribbean, like, "Hey, free cruise, free cruise." And most of these things they're saying, "We will give you a free inside cabin for one."
Right. Right.
So
For
it's like, okay,
one.
first of all, like the
For
inside
one?
cabin, right, that's
Are
it.
they going to put you with a roommate?
And well, they're like, and a discount on somebody else. So I'm like, okay, great.
Okay.
Like that's a deal, but not a great deal.
Right.
And I like doing a cabin that's either got like at least a porthole where I can see
Yeah. Oh,
outside, or
yeah.
balconies. The
Balcony.
balconies get expensive, but they're really nice to
I
be able to
know.
get the fresh air and shit, right? So I said, I'm flipping through. I'm not paying attention to them, right? And then I get one a couple of months ago. I'm like, you got to do better than this if you really want me to go on a cruise. So they sent me one a couple of months ago, and it said free cruise for two. And I'm like, oh, this is good. Like I can bring a guest totally for free,
Right.
inside cabin.
Right. Right.
And then I look at the list of cruises they're offering. One of them is a 6-day cruise out of Galveston,
Oh, that's pretty
which
close,
is
right?
5-hour drive from here.
Right. Close
So I'm
enough.
like, okay, wait a minute. 6 days, right? 5 nights or 6 nights, I don't even remember. And it's local, so I don't need to fly. And I can do two of us. Sally and I can both go completely free. Like you pay taxes, you pay $100 or whatever shit, right?
Right.
I'm like, well, this is fucking great. I'm down. Let's do it. And it's the summer. And so Sally is off. She starts school like a week later, right? So this is perfect. I call them up and I'm like, I want to take advantage of this. And they're like, okay. So I said, hey, is there an option to upgrade to a balcony?
Right.
Like how much more would it cost? And they said, well, it would be like $750. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm not going to do that. And they said, well,
my question would have been, how can I get a balcony included in this? That's what I would
like for no cost at all.
Yeah,
right?
I would have worded
For
it
free.
slightly differently. Is there a way that you guys could include the balcony in this as well? Anyway.
Well, I said, hey, is there, I did say like, can you do better than that? I don't really want to, I still thought 750 is a good price for a 6-day cruise for two of us, but I'm still like, I just didn't want to spend that money, right? So he said, well, we do have an option of a, what do they call it? It's a guaranteed balcony. So the way it works is they say, you will get a balcony cabin. We just won't tell you where it is.
Right.
Until like a month before the cruise.
Yeah. That's
and I'm like, but you guarantee me it's a balcony?
Well, that means you're not underwater, which is
right.
Good.
Exactly.
Which is good.
And I'm like, well, how much would that be? $250.
Oh, that's a done deal.
Yeah. So
you don't care where you don't care where you're, unless it's right below the nightclub.
Right. Exactly. 100%. So we are going on a cruise. We're leaving on the 10th out of Galveston on Royal Caribbean. And it's this monster fucking ship. Like a lot of times they give you the free ones for the casino on like the 25-year-old ship that doesn't have any of the cool amenities and stuff.
Right.
No, this ship is like 6 or 7 years old. It's monstrous and it's got really cool shit. And so, yeah, we're doing a cruise for like $350 total.
So that is, it's funny. Why am I going to, I have a flight to why do I have a flight to Santa Barbara? Wait, hold on a second. What? I have a flight to Las Vegas. What am I going to Las Vegas for?
You tell me. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Are you going to Baltimore and stopping in Vegas?
This cannot be right. I don't know what it is.
And where did you just get this notification? They have a flight?
Well, I was looking, because you were just mentioning what you're doing. I was looking at the calendar. That would mean that it's for the episode that comes out on the 15th, because you're going to be gone on Saturday the 9th, right? August 9th?
No. The 10th. Sunday the 10th.
Sunday the 10th. So
through the next Saturday.
So it will have to be, Emily, if you're listening to this, of course you are, Wednesday the 13th or Thursday the 14th are going to have to be one of the 2 days that we record. I'm okay doing it either one of those days. I'll be in San Francisco with our client Phil Fernaro light bulb
Ah,
moments, top 2% of all podcasts globally, and getting
nice.
tens of thousands of downloads. I want to learn a couple of things from his show, what we should be doing differently
No shit, right?
podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that would be one of those 2 days. And then I just looking at the calendar and it says that I have a flight to Las Vegas on the 15th, but I have no idea why. And I have
Hmm.
no return flight. So that's,
Mm.
that's not right.
That's weird.
That's very weird. I
It's
don't
not
know what that is.
Vegas and then to San Francisco. Oh no, you're driving to San Francisco or flying.
No, I'm flying, but I'm flying to San. You mean for my cruise?
Mm-hmm. No, for to see Phil.
No, it's I am flying to San Francisco, but it's not. It's the 11th and the 12th. It's not the 15th.
Weird.
Anyhow, it's fine. We'll figure all of that stuff out. So, two owners of Turnkey will be in the air on at the same time. I don't know if is that the Secret Service. Do we have to alert them or do anything differently, or do we have to have another chain of command going on in case something happens to either one of us or both of us?
We have to sign our life insurance policies over to Ashley for those 2 days.
That will be fine. That will be fine. Anyhow, we have 7 voicemails, and unless you have other hold on, let me do a meat check here. The other thing I could do, I'm at 196 right now. So the other thing I could do is let me try this instead. This will be new. I am just going to turn my smoker off.
Oh,
right from here.
Well, what is the temp right now?
It is at 196 right now. Oh, what's the temp of the
the meat is at
smoker?
196, right?
Yeah, the meat is at 196 and the smoker was at 250.
It's so the meat is right where you want it.
Right.
And so now you're just going to shut it down, stay warm.
It'll stay warm, and it will stay warm for a considerable period of time because it is wrapped in there, and the smoker is going to stay warm for a little period of time. So it's not going to continue cooking under the smoker pellet power, but rather just its own resting will cook
and it will continue to suck in the smoke. Do you have an ultra smoke or what is it called setting?
No.
There's some setting on mine, and I haven't tried it yet. It's like an ultra smoke or something. Basically feeds extra smoke in to give you extra smoke flavor, but
I would do that if I had a now I'm jonesing for an old fashioned. Put my old fashioned glass inside the smoker. And
dude, I've got the baby version of that. Have I ever seen that?
Yes,
Sally got it's the coolest thing. I got like 6 different kinds of wood.
I've got to get that. Maybe I'll get that with part of my distribution money.
That's a good plan. I will find out which one Sally got. Hey, Sally. Hey, Doug wants to know the smoker that you got me for my old fashions. Oh, I'll send it. She'll send you the link.
So kind.
Oh, or I could if you send it to me, I'll put it in the show notes too. Yeah, very excited. It's so fucking good. I was using it just the other night.
I am looking forward to having smoked old fashions. I liked my smoker so much that I want to take that environment and put it on everything that I do. Hair mousse, smoked hair mousse. I just walk around. Hey, I got my haircut super short this time. JJ literally took the clippers and put it on the longest setting, but just did the whole thing as opposed to kind of. So I almost have a buzz cut right now.
I see it is very short,
but it's
I got to get mine cut this weekend. It's getting kind of shaggy, and
it's very dark. Also, when you cut my hair very short, it stays dark, but my beard still is gray.
It is funny too because when I get my hair cut, I look down and it's like all this fucking gray hair, right?
Yes.
Like it doesn't look that gray on the top of my head, and I look down and but then it does look darker, I think, when it's shorter. So.
And this has been the what's it called? Mucilex moment. No, what's the old shit? I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
I don't know. It's like X-Lax. It's the X-Lax
we got
moment.
7 voicemails now.
Okay,
I'm looking at the audio profile of the first 4, and they look like they are from the same person.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, although I do know the answer to that question.
I'm guessing the first 4 might be Jared. They look very compressed.
They look very Jared, very Jared-like.
They look Jared-like to me. But hey, I'm no expert. I've only been doing sound stuff for 30 years. So.
Yeah, what do you know?
All right,
All
here
right,
we
so
go.
so it's going to be impossible. Just so everybody knows, it's in our listening community, our nice guy community. Oh, what happened? You stopped
I
sharing.
just realized that I forgot. I'm checking all of my settings, and I remembered I forgot to click share sound.
It's going to be impossible for us to keep this episode under an hour. Just so
Yeah,
you all,
because we're already 42 minutes in,
yeah,
and
we're
we haven't even
in.
got 7 voicemails.
Look at that. Do you like the organization of the folder? How is that looking right now? Is that the
Oh, let
way
me.
Ashley would have organized it?
Oh, am I sharing the wrong screen? Are you looking at this
I
screen
am
over here?
seeing the actual folder itself, the voicemail folder.
The voicemail folder. Yeah, yeah. No, you dump them in. VM1, VM2, VM3. That is excellent. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Let's share
Thank
the
you.
correct screen now, though.
I am
Okay.
ready.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Now you know my mom's 92, right? Right.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So I got an email from her broker today, wanted my mom to sign some documents. Now he
Mhm.
doesn't realize it, but I've connected my mom's email with his organization, with his agency to my email. So anything that
Okay.
he sends over to my mom, I get, because it's really hard when my mom opens up an email that she's trying to explain what somebody's trying to do with the money that she has in the account.
Understood. Yeah.
And so I get all the documents. And today's document was, and I don't get a lot of documents from them other than like the weekly update of what's been going on with the account.
Mhm.
Today I got, we need your signature. So I'm like, oh shit, I really need to get
Mm.
my mom involved. I can sign for her and he would never know that, but I would never do that because I want my mom to know what's going on. So she doesn't say, in 6 months, why the hell did you sign me up for, this stock? Anyway, the form that he wanted me to sign. Now, keep in mind that my mom is 92, and in someone's portfolio that's 92, would you think that you should have aggressive stocks or conservative stocks?
I would say conservative.
I would say conservative.
Definitely conservative.
So when he asked me to sign this disclosure and authorization so that he could do some investing in cryptocurrency for my mom,
What the fuck?
I called him and I said, Barry.
That's a negative ghostwriter. No, you
So
will
I
not.
he said, I know I sent this to all of my clients. It's
Oh,
just in the event. He said, in your mom's case, it would never be any more than 2% of her portfolio. And I did the math and I'm like, even 2% is
that's
too.
a lot because your mom's got that fuck you money from your uncle, right?
Right, exactly. So I'm like, I'm going to sign this for my mom. And I called my mom and let her know. And she goes, fine. If you think it's good. I said, well, if he keeps it lower than 2%, that's fine. But any more than that, I am not comfortable with that. And the only 2 words that ran through my brain the entire time that I'm having this conversation through email with her broker is 2 words: Bernie Madoff. That's all I kept thinking.
Right?
And
Yeah.
just so everybody knows, he is a super nice guy. Barry is excellent. He has only done good things for my mom, but I don't know why my brain went to Bernie Madoff. But I'm like, my mom does not need to be in cryptocurrency unless, of course, Bernie Madoff says that she.
Yeah, I'm guessing Bernie Madoff was a really nice guy too.
He probably was a really nice guy. He probably was.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I just wanted to update you with a senior portfolio moment. Thank you. Let's get to our first voicemail.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, District, Jared here. And new week, new episode, baby. And you guys are on it, man. Right away, you're talking about the voicemails.
Mhm.
I'm so proud of you guys. This is fantastic. I was shocked. And then, you guys are talking about them, and Doug keeps talking. And, you guys missed it. You missed it. And Strick, you even called out. You're like, I don't remember the time frames. You mentioned 5 minutes. You said, we will be in voicemails within 5 minutes. And you were so close, fellas.
Oh, we didn't make it?
There's a couple things that you didn't think about at the time. So by our timer, like when it clicks off, you're about 8.5 minutes. So, you guys are so fucking close. It's awesome. But I still have to give you shit
Yeah.
because it wasn't 5. But
Yeah.
then I thought, oh, wait a minute. Wait, time out. These guys might have been okay because they didn't say 5 minutes from what. So we're about 8.5 minutes in if you count the intro.
Right.
You can't accommodate that. So you gotta let us know, hey, about 5 minutes after the intro.
Mhm.
See,
Yeah.
there's all
good
kinds
point.
of layers to your promises, and I just want to make sure you guys understand this. But that being said, intro was about 2 minutes, and so that puts you guys
Right on the edge.
8.5, 6.5 minutes in. So you guys got to F, because if you're not passing, you're failing, fellas.
Oh, damn.
We still love you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you lots.
Mm-hmm.
But
Long time.
I mean, that's not all. Strick.
Mm.
A fucking Tom Cruise ad while voicemail from Jared is playing? Dude, you got to focus on voicemail from Jared. You can't get distracted in YouTube. Oh, man, you start trying to find your own YouTube channel and you can't. You play other things and I feel like you should just start the whole song over, man. I'm sorry,
Nice.
guys.
Yeah, he's right.
All right, enough busting your balls. Love you guys. Appreciate you, and I've been enjoying the show. I'm not very far in it, obviously, but it's just so refreshing to be back to Friday just to hear you guys. All right, fellas. Appreciate you.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I was getting distracted, if I remember correctly.
Bow, 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 bow. Pussy blank. Wait, what? No, what was it?
Blank Willow.
Oh, right.
Gene Rayburn and the Match Game.
Hey, if you guys are listening and you don't know what we're talking about, you just ask your parents. Ladies, what is the most unusual place you and your husband have ever made whoopee? That, of course, is the Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed Game.
Bob Eubanks.
Eubanks. You met Bob Eubanks, didn't you?
I did. I met Bob Eubanks. Oh God, this has to be. I'm going to go with 2000, somewhere in
sounds
there.
about right.
They did. They hired Bob Eubanks to do the corporate version of the Newlywed Game, and because at the agency I was the game show guy.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm the guy that they brought in for all the AV equipment, and and Bob was basically. He was about 110 at that point.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what was the theme song to the Newlywed Game? Oh, wasn't it like?
Was it?
No,
no, you're
right.
right.
Like a
I'm
wedding
thinking
march,
of-
kind of like a
Yeah.
upbeat version of the wedding march.
You may be right. Spanish Flea was the
No, dating game.
dating game. Yeah, exactly.
With Jim Lang. I
Jim
think?
Lang. Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that's right. God damn.
So, okay.
Gene Rayburn, right?
Yeah, match
I'm
game.
wondering if he's still alive. Is Gene Rayburn still alive?
I want to know also, is Bob Eubanks still alive? He can't be.
No fucking.
He was
Gene Rayburn died in 99.
Oh, yeah.
1999. He was 81 in
Wow.
1999
How
when he died.
about Bob Eubanks? Could you do that one?
Bob Eubanks.
And Carol
from
Burnett,
the-
she's still alive, right?
She is. Carol Burnett
yeah.
is still alive.
And
yeah.
she is still like starring on all these these Netflix shows and shit.
Guess fucking what?
What?
Bob Eubanks is still alive.
No. How old is he?
87. He's 87.
Okay, I'm going to say this is going to sound kind of wrong, but I'm thinking 87 is kind of young, actually. He was like 87 in the year 2000.
Yeah. Because when you met him, he was
old when I met him. He was already like 30 years past the Newlywed Game at that point. So he had to do the. How old was he when he did the Newlywed Game?
That's what I want to look up now.
25 years old.
Interesting. When was the Newlywed Game on here? Let me look at that up. I got too many windows open.
And how old was
when
Bob Eubanks?
Was the Newlywed Game on? Well, we can figure that out. Okay, 1966 is when it started. He was born in 1938. So he was 28 when
Amazing.
it was on. And wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Do you remember the Joker's Wild?
Oh, my uncle Guy was on the Joker's Wild and was one of the big winners. He won like 56 grand on the Joker's
I
Wild.
thought your brother's name was Guy.
It is.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It is. It is. It's funny. I don't know
Could you
why
explain that?
I don't know why I never thought of that before. But my mom named my brother after her brother. It's fun.
Why?
So okay, so I've got we do have a funny history with names. Okay, so look, we got to go back to my grandfather. This is all on my mom's side, right? My grandfather's name.
Your response, that was the best. Okay. God, that was good.
My grandfather's name. Yeah, I was this many years old when I thought about that. I didn't realize this before. So my grandfather on my mother's side, his name was Dellie Strickland. Dellie. Dellie.
Got it.
Okay. Now, he always thought that the name Dellie, Dellie, sounded very feminine, right?
Huh. Dolly isn't. Dolly would be, but I've never heard of a first name of Dellie.
Yeah. Well, he had
yes.
never heard of it. I don't know why he was named Dellie. I never heard that, but he always thought it was very effeminate. He thought it sounded like a girl's name. So he named my mom Dellie.
Okay.
Now, everybody called, his name was Dellie Strickland. Strickland was the last name, right?
Okay, hold on. Your mother's father. I'm just trying to. I got to work this out.
Yeah,
your
my mother's
father's
father.
name was Dellie.
Dellie Strickland. Yeah.
So your father, your grandfather, right?
Mhm.
He's your grandfather. Your
Yeah.
grandfather named your mother Dellie.
Right, because he
A
never liked
junior?
the name Dellie. Yeah, well,
Junior?
technically, yeah, she was Dellie Jr. Yeah.
I've never heard that. Okay, not
Yeah.
for a woman. Okay.
But everybody called him Strick
Okay.
because he didn't like Dellie.
Okay.
And so his last name was Strickland,
Right.
and he just took on the nickname Strick. Like everybody called him Strick.
Right. That's what everybody
And-
calls you.
Right, and so we called him Papa Strick, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so now my mom is named Dellie,
Uh-huh.
right? And they have another son, my uncle, who is my mom's brother, and his name was Guy.
Guy. Uh-huh.
So he's Guy Strickland.
Right.
And so now my mom gets married, okay?
Uh-huh.
And so now she's Dellie Bonner.
Right.
Now, my name, it is
The last
Southern
name of your grandfather.
it's Southern tradition
Mhm.
to name your firstborn son to give him the mother's maiden name. So my mom was Dellie Strickland, which is also my grandfather was Dellie Strickland.
But didn't want to give you the name Dellie, so gave you the name Strickland instead.
Well, no, yeah, because her maiden name is Strickland.
Okay,
So she's Dellie Bonner, and she gave me the name Strickland, which is her maiden name. So that's why I got Strickland Bonner.
But my question or my point.
Yeah, I told you it's
was-
very complicated. I should have brought a chart.
But the whole idea that I appreciate that it's a good
Mhm.
understanding of your hierarchy and your
Mhm.
and your lineage, but that really didn't it didn't approach the issue of why is your brother Guy and your uncle Guy also.
Well, it is funny. So I was the firstborn child, and then I have a brother named Guy,
Uh-huh.
right? So I guess my mom named my brother after her brother.
Was
I
her
never
brother
really thought
living,
about it before.
living at the time?
Yeah, he's still alive.
And
yeah.
still living. So Guy and Guy. And you know what? You don't see your brother very often, do you?
No, not very often. We talk every once in a while, but I don't see him very often.
Okay.
So, but it's funny too, because Guy Strickland, my uncle who lives in California, he's the one that lives in Santa Monica, actually.
Wait, he's not the one with the fancy car, is he?
Yep. The fancy house.
The fancy
I mean,
house.
he's got a mini Cooper, not super fancy.
For some
but-
reason, I was thinking he had like an old Cadillac or something.
No, nope.
No, I think that was a previous girlfriend's father that has
The Cadillac. So that was Lauren's
right.
father was friends with a guy that collected,
Look,
literally collected old Cadillacs. He had a 1922 or 24 and a 1932 Caddy in his garage.
I would appreciate in future conversations that instead of referring to her as Lauren, you just refer to her as she who shall not be spoken. That would be better for me. Okay.
Oh, Okay, so then
The whole
my
everybody.
brother, my uncle Guy,
Uh-huh.
people nicknamed him Strick. Like they
Oh,
sometimes
my
call him
God.
Strick because his name is Guy Strickland.
That's
So
crazy.
when we
So
went to
Woo.
his wedding when I was younger,
yeah.
we had 3 Stricks and 2 guys between 4 people, 3 Stricks and 2 guys, because people would call me Strick, and then people would also call him
Your
Strick.
grandfather Strick and your
And then
uncle would
Papa
be
Strick was Strick also, but then my brother Guy, and then some people called him Guy also. So it was very entertaining.
All right. All right. I followed all that last thing because you did give me a good like family tree right
You
before.
needed the background of that, but
I appreciate that. All right, voicemail number 2. Let's do
okay.
it.
God, we got fucking 5 more to go, 6 more to go. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Dad, Rick Jared here. Voicemail number 2. Okay, fellas. So you're talking about phones,
Mhm.
and like I don't know why you're trying to wish harm upon Strickland's phone and then not being able to drive his car. All your questions, but oh my God, you guys are talking about people with cracked phones, and I'm like, it just got me thinking back to one of my first phones that I had that was a kind of smartphone. I think it was a BlackBerry. But anyways, I had put an OtterBox on it. So here's a glowing recommendation for OtterBox.
Mhm.
I put an OtterBox on it, and at the time I was working for a roofing company. So I climbed up on the roof, and I'm going out. I think I was trying to take pictures or something, or maybe I just dropped it. I don't know. But anyways, dropped the phone from the roof. It hits the roof, flops down. You can just picture it pinwheeling and rolling and sliding, and flies off of the roof onto the driveway. So I climb down. I'm like, oh shit, and get down there. That's fine. So ever since then, pretty much the only case I buy for me personally, OtterBox.
Nice.
So, anyways, thanks OtterBox. You saved more phones than I can tell you about, but you can still break things. I've actually had a screen break because at one point they got rid of the plastic cover and you started putting your own, and my screen cover broke, and then I didn't get it replaced in time, and then broke my actual screen because I'm very rough on things because I'm around tools, and it happens. Anyways, I just couldn't help it. You got me thinking about that story. All right, fellas, appreciate you guys, and you guys got me thinking about some crazy memories I hadn't thought about in a long time. So, well done. See you, fellas.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
There's an entire industry of stores that all they do is service cell phones that have broken screens.
Yep.
I've never visited one of those stores ever.
I haven't either. I've never broken the screen on my phone. I guess I'm pretty
It's always very interesting. I would think at this point, if I broke my screen, since I have the iPhone 11, I probably, and I think they're on like 16 or something like that now, I'd just get a new phone.
That makes sense. I could see that. Let's see. You got the 11?
I have the 11.
iPhone 11 come out. I'm curious how old that would be. 2019. Jesus, that's fucking
wow.
6
Really?
years old.
So I have the 11 Pro. So is that
I mean, it's possible that you got it after that, but I mean,
verify
who knows?
that.
It might have
Hold
been
on.
a
I'm
year
gonna
or
look in
two
my
after.
Let me look in here. That doesn't sound right. Where do I look in my phone to see
I have no
about?
idea.
Is there an about?
Yeah, they're on 16 now. Wow,
General
that's crazy.
about. Here we go. Yeah, I have the iPhone 11 Pro. Let me see when it came into existence here on my. When did I get this? Want to tell you when you got it?
I don't know where to look for that. Not on an iPhone.
My coverage expired. My 11 Pro. When did it come out?
2019, September of 2019.
So I must have bought it somewhere shortly after that because in November of 2020, my Apple Care coverage expired. So that means I had that. I think
November
it's a year.
Yeah, so you probably got it in November of 2019.
Yep.
That's impressive. Man.
Yeah, I like my phone. I don't even think I'm close to running out of storage, but I've had no
usually
problems
the
with my phone.
batteries end up not charging and lasting as long. But I guess
Yeah,
if
but
you're at home all day, you
about-
just
right,
fucking
right.
plug it in and charge it back up.
It's
Okay, right?
exactly what I do. I plug my phone in at the end of it every night. I unplug it in the morning, and 20
Mhm.
minutes later, when it's out of juice, I just plug it back in again. I do get kind of like a car. You get electric car. You get range anxiety. I
Mhm.
definitely get like battery anxiety. I always have one of those little extra chargers I carry with me if I'm in a vehicle that doesn't have, which is all of my vehicles except for my Toyota, doesn't have a cigarette lighter attachment. I'm always plugging it into the battery.
Nice. Okay, we ready for the
Okay.
next voicemail?
Yep.
Here we go.
Hey, Doug, Rick, Jared here. Voicemail shit. Number 3, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, fellas, you guys are now talking about my voicemail about Steve O'Brien and me putting together the messages and having him do the intro, outro. And Strick, you said, hey, when I give Jared the contact info, I can just message, Steve and let him know, hey, here's kind of what we're thinking for a cat. There's one fatal flaw in that. Strickland Bonner.
Mm.
I don't need his contact info.
Oh.
I know how to get a hold of Steve-O.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
man. So now what you gonna do, punk?
Damn.
But we all know he doesn't listen to the show except for the beginning.
And the end.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think I used that intro recently. Yeah.
Love hearing you guys talk about this, and I'm excited. So I guess I got some work to try to do. You guys aren't done talking about it, but you've given me the green light long enough ago that it doesn't matter if you say no at this point, because I'm still gonna fucking do it.
Just send us a bill, Steve.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys. And hey, nice guys community. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Bless you.
If you're not part of the group, niceshortcut.com, join the group. Then you can
Nice.
find me and message me. Shoot me a message on Facebook. You got my cell phone number, text me. I don't
Check it
care. Start reaching out. Let me know if you guys have some intros, outros. Might even throw a call together where we can jump on and talk.
What?
face to face.
Damn, Jared,
All
you're
right,
actually
appreciate
getting
you guys. Love show and love our funkin' fans. See
Sure.
ya.
Doing
know-
more work than we've done this week.
I know when we complain that we say that we put a CYA or CTA call to
CTA,
action
yep.
out there
And
our
which is
listeners-
also a CTA.
CYA
Right.
that our listeners do nothing. Jared, you're proving me wrong.
Well,
I'm-
I think
appreciate
last
it.
week at the I also didn't I say I would give away my balls powder. It's like let's see if any of these remaining 3 messages have the request for the balls powder.
I forgot about that. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Voicemail number.
Hey, Doug, Rick, Jared here. Voicemail number 4. All right, fellas. Really enjoying the show today. It's great hearing all the voicemails. Of course, it's like listening to myself talk. Oh shit! With a little bit of other commentary in there. But anyways, Erica had an awesome voicemail in there, and then Emily cracked me up. She listened to the episode, and the other one she called about was because we weren't on the voice level and add to it. But Doug, you just said, let's put a pause on this episode, or as the kids say, let's put a pin in it. Dude,
Mhm.
Yeah.
let's put a pin in it with something my grandmother would have said.
Mhm.
So you might want to try to find something a little more up to date, dude.
Mhm.
Fit check.
Oh, shit, man. All right, fellas, I couldn't resist. I had to call in and bust your chops about that one, Doug. Love the show. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And I can't wait to hear the rest of the episode. I really am enjoying it. And even though you skipped voicemails last week, it just meant we got more voicemail commentary and response from you guys to go along with whatever, bullshit we had to say. All right, fellas. Take care.
There you go.
What
I
do you
think,
say-
I don't know for sure, but I think that may be the last voicemail from Jared. The rest have a very different audio profile.
What do you say? So I just asked my good friend at ChatGPT, what do you say instead of put a pin in it?
Mhm.
Now it says, let's circle back to that. Now, so hold on.
Yeah,
That's hold on.
makes sense.
I need what the kids are saying.
Yeah, circle back on that is not what the kids are
Okay.
saying. I don't think.
Put a bookmark on that. put it on ice.
Okay.
Put
it on
put
ice.
that in the parking lot. We'll
Okay.
loop back, shelf it.
Mm,
Now,
Shelf it. Okay.
Gen Z would say, let's park that.
Mm.
Oh, I did hear this recently. I had no idea what it meant. Put a
Mm.
sticky on it. I didn't
That's a good one, right?
want me to
Like come
give you the
back to it. Like I'm going to
trendiest
put a little
one.
Post-it note.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Put a
So
sticky on it.
Chat GPT says, would you like me to give you the trendiest one that they actually use in chats?
Yes,
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So this is what all of the cool kids are saying. They say, okay, Gen Z vibe is just hold that thought. We'll circle back. No, okay, none of that. Okay, the trendiest, very kids now way to say put a pin in it is put a sticky on that.
I like that. That makes sense. Put a sticky on that.
Okay. All right.
That's a good one. Makes sense. I like it.
All right. How many voicemails to go? 2?
Three more to go. Here we go. Let's go with
Okay.
number 5.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Erica
Erica.
here. Voicemail number 1 and probably only.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm dating myself. I am going to tell you what I remember about the courtship of Eddie's father, but this is just by memory, not with any chat GBT or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
No AI, nothing, just right off the top of my head.
No,
I was a little older than you guys during that time, but it was one of those watch it after school shows for me. And I was just enamored with that show and with Bill Bixby. And in junior high at the time and in journalism class, I actually wrote a screenplay for The Courtship of Eddie's Father.
What?
And I believe I mailed it off. Of course, I'm sure it never got looked at. Who knows? But it was one of my favorite shows ever. And if you can believe it, I remember that Jodie Foster actually played the little girl that lived down the hallway in the apartment complex and was a good friend of Eddie's. And I think her name in the show was Joey, if I'm recalling right. And one of the wonderful things I remember too about Bill Bixby in general was that he used to be quite a revered actor at that time and would be on like Password and a couple of things like that. And one of the people after his death that had been on that show, and I don't know if it was the boy who played his son or what, talked about how Bill Bixby gave all of the cast this gold necklace with a charm on it, solid gold, of these 2 hands holding hands, like 2 little hands holding hands, commemorating like the father holding the hand of the son. And everybody got one of those when the show wrapped up or something. Anyway, I just thought it was really a sweet show. And yeah, there's some weirdness if you look at the lyrics of the song, but it's still in my head. I could probably sing the whole damn thing. I will not grace you with that, but I loved it too. I thought it was great, and that's it. All right. Thanks, guys, for your wonderful show. As always, thanks for playing all those voicemails. Love you. Love the show. And I'm sure I'll find something else to call about maybe next week. All right. Bye.
This is very.
He is 100% correct.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster
played Joey Kelly, a young girl who initially bullies Eddie, but later becomes his friend. She is portrayed as a tomboy character, a friend who is equal with boys. How dare they? Very progressive show, Courtship of Eddie's Father, back in 1969.
Completely forgotten that.
God, I'm even looking at a picture of her, and I don't know that I would have recognized her as Jodie Foster unless somebody said, you know, that's Jodie Foster, right?
You know, it's funny. I totally did. Like I Googled it but I think I remember seeing her in some roles when she was really young too. So yeah, that's funny as shit. Yeah.
All right. So just as we were recording this, we just here in California experienced a very small earthquake. Thank you.
Weirdest fucking shit.
That was just a little bit of that was a little house shake going on. And unless somebody was slamming a door here, that was absolutely, I watched the light just kind of flicker back and forth and I could feel it on the desk. Not quite as strong as the one that my desk like moved a foot to the right and then back to the left again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
Very,
just,
very
I,
weird feeling. Very weird.
I could not live in California. I couldn't deal with that.
It's like, it's
The
very,
ground is not supposed to move. I'm
the
sorry.
ground actually doesn't move. It's everything stays still while the earth stays still and everything else moves. Okay, let's get on to our last two voicemails because I gotta get that pork
Okay,
off of the smoker.
Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strict. Erica here,
Mm.
voicemail number 2. I
Mm.
just have to ask, Doug, that was quite the teaser. You said that you used Velcro a hell of a lot. My question is, and we all
What?
want to know, what the hell do you use so much Velcro for?
Hmm.
I have very little use for Velcro, maybe every once in a while, but certainly not something worth going and getting it all the time. So let us all know, what do you use Velcro for? Okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Love you. Love the show. Bye.
That's interesting because I do find Velcro interesting and fascinating and useful,
Right,
but
right.
I wouldn't say that I actually use it all the time.
Well, I could share what I do with Velcro, but I swore to JJ I would not talk about pillow talk on the podcast. Yeah.
You know what I use all the goddamn time?
Yes. What?
And that I wouldn't think, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I've got like 3 of them.
Oh, what
And
do you
I'm
use?
always amazed at how often I'm like, oh, where is it? Yeah, I need one. And it's handy. Tape measure. I use tape measure.
Oh
all
my
the fucking
God. Yes. I use a tape measure so much that I have one in the garage that I use for like all of the outside things. And then I have one literally in my closet right here because I was tired of walking out to the garage. So
No doubt. I've got at least one in
times.
the house and one in the garage and probably a third one floating around. And I'm constantly surprised at how often I use them.
Erica, you ask a valid question, but I honestly, as I'm thinking about it, I can't tell you one thing that I've used Velcro for.
Yeah.
I even just recently went to the store looking for Velcro and I can't remember what I used it on. I swear I don't know what. I'm looking around my office to see nothing here, nothing here to look at. I don't know. I would say, did I use it to hang pictures? No, that wouldn't make sense. I really don't remember what I use Velcro for, but I know that I've used it many times.
Are we ready for the last voicemail?
Yes, let's get on to it.
Here
Sorry,
we go.
Sorry, Erica.
Hey, guys. Erica here, voicemail
3.
number 3. I promise I won't be doing 3 and 4 voicemails every single week.
Bring them on.
Okay, bring them.
I get long-winded and it's not exciting to listen to. But I have to tell you, thank you for the absolute belly laugh, Doug, that you gave me this week. When you talked about your mom, age 92, God bless her soul, going into AT&T when she really has T-Mobile.
Yeah,
I think that's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And they help her anyway. Oh my
They
God,
do.
it made me laugh so hard. I'm not kidding. I had tears in my eyes. Best story ever. Really made me smile and I could use it right now. So thanks so much. Love you guys. Love the show. Carry on.
Carry on.
I guess they just don't have the heart at the AT&T store to tell a 92-year-old, hey, look, you've been coming in here now for 4 years, lady, that you haven't had an AT&T phone. You have T-Mobile. It's right down the street.
Well, but didn't they actually combine? Didn't
No.
T-Mobile? No, they're still
No.
separate.
No, yeah, I can't imagine that they would
You could be
would
right.
be. When I took my truck in today, get the air conditioner repaired, which will be the final repair on the air conditioner. I'm God hoping it will be because this one's an expensive one.
Yeah.
The guy, I said to them, hey, can you just take me to a bus stop? Because there's a really easy bus to get onto between Ventura and Ojai. It's the number 16 line for anybody that wants to know. It's only $2 and you get a transfer anywhere you want to go if you have a transfer for the rest of the day.
Mm.
But the guy said, hey, I'll take you back to Ojai. I'm like, it's like a half hour away. You don't have to do that. And he says, no problem. I will do it. You know what?
That's crazy.
That $5 ride, the $5 that he spent in gas. And by the way, I gave him a $5 tip because I wanted to pay for his gas. That $5 tip helped me make the decision as to whether I was going to spend the $1,000 to get my air conditioner fixed.
True.
Or That is like the definition of going above and beyond, exceeding expectations, and making me a happy guy. So
100%. That's
wanted to
amazing. I love it.
end on that note. Anything else before we wrap up?
No, you got a pork butt to take off, and I'm getting kind of hangry. I think
All right, let's do it.
Grill is
Let's
done.
just get out of here right now. See you guys next week. Next week, Strickland will still be here next week. The following week, I'm going to hit Emily up to see if she will be on there. And Emily, you've accepted the invitation. Now we just have to find the time and the day to do it. Okay, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. They have listeners in other countries? I didn't think anyone was listening outside of their house. Except maybe their moms.